He was like, what is it? And I was like, there's somebody standing in the corner. He was like, it's Ozzy.
And then she, by doing that, she fully woke him up. It took us like near enough an hour and a half to put him back to sleep.
Well, it scared the living daylights. It woke me up out of my sleep. Because he made a noise and I woke up and there was this thing staring at me in the corner.
Just ignore him and he'll go back.
I didn't know it was him.
Just ignore him and he'll go back. He'll get bored and just go back to sleep. Right, look, let's jump into this.
I'll start with mine. The flesh drinker hides in places like offices and schools, slowly feeds off human memories, draining people in the area of memories slowly. By the time anyone notices, they are already missing years of their lives.
I mean, let's just be straight up. That just sounds like a normal job. Let's be serious.
Yeah, to be
and
honest.
you realise, oh wait,
it kind of reminds me of the silence from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, actually, it would fit into that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this sound like, honestly, because it's such a regular occurrence, it could be like modern day folklore almost. Like if people were more superstitious, maybe a creature like this could come to be because of the
and
monotonous...
then that's the reason why people get dementia. People think it's dementia, but it's not. It's these
that
have went too far, that they've spent their lives working,
and
then this is what happens because all their memories have gone.
It's
sucked it out of them.
It's like them people that hit retirement and then just drop. Like, they just you know what I mean.
When a human is fully drained, they incubate a new flesh drinker in their body to impersonate them for a while, and then burst out to continue the cycle. They don't actually kill. Even those they incubate people in live on afterwards as broken shells of themselves.
That's a good one.
It is.
That's an unusual one. I don't know how much I feel about... I prefer the idea of them more just sucking your life essence. I don't know if I would go for the whole bursting out of bodies. I don't know. I don't know if I would mix...
I don't get the name either. Flesh drinker, even though it's...
It would be more soul essence, I would go more in line with. I don't know, flesh drinker wouldn't be me. And I don't know if I would want to go body horror with a creature like this.
Yeah.
You know?
I would keep it all mind-based.
Yeah.
The brain. Giant brain monsters that's waiting at the bottom of a dungeon for players to let it out of a locked room. Uses illusions and mind control to lure people down. Most of the treasures the players find in the dungeon aren't even real. Just trash and rocks the players imagine as treasure. The helpful NPCs they find along the way were just mind-controlled puppets as well, betraying the party as soon as they let the brain out.
I would imagine this would be really infuriating to any party that encounters this.
Yeah. What would it look like, though?
It would just be like you know what it would look like? It would look like, the brains from... Megan, I know you're going to remember this exact thing. Do you remember the brains from...
I know what you're going to say.
Sabrina?
Yeah, I knew
Do you remember them? One of them was like blue or something, wasn't it? And the other one was red?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
The things in the logger's wood.
Wait, so it's just a Wendigo then?
Basically,
every story you've ever heard.
Through an untamed and primeval forest, there runs a railway between a very dry place with gold and a very wet place without it. On a branch of this railway, the railway runs deeper into the forest, deeper than even the natives would go, past where the deer cease to graze. Past where the rabbits never bound, past even where the songbirds silence their cry. The trees are tall and old, and all that can be heard is the moan of the wind through their pine. There was a logging camp here once, a few log cabins, a few tents, and a rail depot with a corrugated tin roof. If you were to take the train there, 2 days slowly up the hills and half a day down them again, away from the main line, you would not find any woodsmen. If you were to spend the night, you would. First, you might see that the floors of the cabins were dusty and the hinges rusted, but nothing amiss inside. Then you might find a hatchet stuck in a tree, or perhaps a rusted saw laying against the side of the building. There would be no journals, no colourless photographs, no words and no images of man. As you make yourself comfortable for the night, you might glance through the already darkening tree line and see the faintest two-speck bright yellow, like firefly. The next morning, if you were to look again, you would see a figure, a man with a pleasant, closed-mouthed smile, the clothes of a woodsman, and bloodshot, cloudy eyes. He would not speak, only beckon. If you were to board your locomotive and leave now, walking slowly and never turning your back, you might yet live. If you remained, then you would die. They have teeth in their sockets, needle-like. They bite into the eyeballs, holding them in place. The rest they can mimic on their own. They detest the open spaces, for it reveals their marionette motion with two grey skin. They advance in the night. It's pretty much just skinwalkers, but with eye gimmick. I intend to use them in a dread game.
It's alright. I honestly...
It is just skinwalkers.
It is literally just a skinwalker. So, what I would like to do with... If I was to do a skinwalker like this, I think... I like the eyes. I think that's cool. But you need to make it more abhuman. Do you know what I mean? Like, the idea of a creature that's trying to mimic a human, but doesn't quite get
it.
How a human actually acts. Like maybe
things are amiss, as in like...
Maybe they walk like with a weird gait, or maybe they just speak really fucking weird, or maybe they mimic people that they've encountered. Like, well, I suppose that's already been used tons of times. That's not a great one, actually.
I would use like a skinwalker, more like a Frankenstein's monster type thing, as in...
Oh yeah, like
it doesn't know where the limbs go correctly.
Yeah.
Or maybe the ears are wonky. Or like whenever they go to smile, they're actually frowning.
Oh yeah. They like just haven't.
They can't put things together.
It's
like whenever a kid draws a person.
Yeah. It's that wee bit just too complicated.
Human. But the more you look at it, the more you realize things are all weird here.
Right, you know what it would be? It would be like all the humans from Spy Kids 2, essentially.
The thumbs, just thumb.
You know what? Just watch Spy Kids 2. That honestly, go watch it. It's the weirdest movie you'll ever see in your entire life. See, watching it as an adult was like, what on earth is it?
I remember the first 3D movie I watched was Spy Kids.
Was it? Was it Spy Kids Shark Boy?
The first one, Spy Kids.
Was that a 3D movie?
I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was Spy Kids 3 3D or whatever it was. Oh. But the first 3D movie I watched was Spy Kids, and I remember like this wee ball came out, and it was like right out the screen. I was like, oh. And I was like trying to touch it and all. I was like, oh, this is mental.
Spy Kids 2 was pretty good, but honestly, go back and watch it now. It's really fucking weird. Really weird. There's some really weird occult messages in it as well. I'm just putting that out there.
Psst. Hey, lean in closer. This is fucking ASMR channel now. You know what's pretty fucking based? Titties. Go see titties. Lots of titties.
All the titties.
Go over to the website, check out all the models. You guys know the score. We have some really nice looking models over there. And we have a lot of...
sci-fi gothic?
Yeah.
Let's call them sci-fi gothic.
And if models isn't your shit, we have loads of subclasses and we keep adding them every other week or so. We add a lot.
We got a lot.
Look, we've got big brains. We add shit. But yes, go over to the website, check out everything. If you haven't subscribed, what the fuck you doing? Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell as well, and let's get back to the video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done. Well done. To claim your prize, just send an email to Neckbeardia contact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. Be in Detroit.
That's your problem.
Yes, that's the problem.
I don't. Yeah, that's your monster right there.
Just horrifying.
Detroit isn't actually real anymore. It's an actual parallel. It's a parallel dimension.
Of a horror dimension.
Yeah,
that's what
it's what will be. It's a prophecy realm of what is to come and what has been and what is current.
Be in Detroit, working night shift at warehouse. See a kid crying outside the 12-foot barbed wire topped fence. My shift just ended. Figure I'll help. Approach child. She hugs me tight and tells me how hungry she is and sad and lost, etc.
No, you're no. Go away.
Her father rushes out of the alleyway and stabs me repeatedly. My body is dragged into an alleyway to be dumped elsewhere. All my possessions are stolen and my credit cards are maxed out ASAP buying gift card. This happens to the newbies all the time.
You know what? See if you want to do has anyone actually done it? So I know of Terror in the Streets. I really want to play a game like this, like a murder mystery set in like a city. I suppose that's called Cthulhu, isn't it? If anyone can recommend,
you know what would be a fucking horrifying monster to come across?
What, me?
And like, yes, James naked, running towards you with a baseball bat.
All right, well, what were you going for?
No, but you know the Wheelers from Return to Oz?
Oh, fuck yeah.
But like if you can enhance them in some way to make them like...
Well, so they've already got the mask, that's horrible. They make the horrible noise.
No, but the fucking...
Wheelers! yeah, see, they make that horrible noise. The way they go about, honestly, whoever made them up, that was a horrible idea.
Yeah.
See, that Return to Oz movie again. That's another messed up movie that just probably shouldn't have been made.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. That was a bit too much for me. But yeah, if any of you guys can
do
recommend.
You know who the wee kid is, isn't it?
Who?
You know the spooky looking bitch from
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, my favourite witch movie. What is it?
Not Craft. It's
The Craft.
Is it The Craft?
The spooky bitch in The Craft.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
girl.
Is that that honestly answers a lot of questions. I'm not gonna lie, that actually explains so fucking much about that movie. So it does. But yeah, if any of you guys can recommend a murder mystery type of one shot or small campaign game, I would definitely be interested in it.
Gourmand puffs, creatures that skitter about eating grass and roots. Look cute like bunnies, but even fluffier. If one of them is consumed, they are quite delicious. This is part of their reproductive cycle. Reproductive?
Please, no.
Are they wait. Soon the creature that consumed the puff will feel very satisfied, then very full, then overfull. The person who consumed it will no longer need to eat for D20 times 2 days, feeling very full. Each day they will notice that they've put on a few pounds, until they're basically a 2,000 pound humanoid who struggles to do the most basic task.
I would say me, but I'm not that bad. I was going to use literally me, but I'm really not like that.
Sudden relief as hunger returns, and then they feel like they're starving, and they lose weight very rapidly, a few days. Then they have huge folds of loose skin, and then within hours they will see that all the room made in their skin is suddenly filling up with round egg-like shapes. Oh, the victim ruptures like an alien chest burst, and puffs come pouring out to frolic in the countryside. The cycle is complete.
I don't know.
But how would you eat them?
Everyone would know about this, unless and even animals would catch on to this.
Yeah,
I think even animals would catch on to this, so they wouldn't even be eating them. I feel like you know what? Everyone Church Barsters, very iconic. Everyone loves them, but I think it's been done. So why don't have it like a tapeworm coming out of your ass or out of your mouth, or something?
Or why don't you have a brothel and it's like teeth?
Oh my god! Why do you have to go there? Why did you have to make that?
Because I always go there.
Yeah, okay. Right, let's keep going one way. But yeah, what's your alternative to chest bursters? Is there a good alternative? I mean, it's good, but is it overdone? You know?
The gasping thing. A malicious function of the cosmos that has since chosen to manifest in the modern era as a shriveled wheezing thing, barely the size of a human infant, and somewhat resembles a pair of human lungs or other organs spread out along the ground. Manifests in basements or dark secluded areas. The more damp, the better. Is constantly wheezing and gasping, like it's dying or struggling to breathe. Occasionally flops on the ground. So Magikarp mixed with coughing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I imagine, yeah.
Creates what can best be described as a field of suffocation in whatever area it manifests in. The field is large and expansive and expands a little longer for it to remain in the area. Anyone caught in the field will either feel like they're choking if in the periphery, or like they cannot breathe at all if they're right in the middle of it. A secondary compulsion forces them to start scratching and clawing at their own throat in desperation. Effect will eventually escalate to outright tearing out their own throat and choking on their own blood. Their rattling cries being the last sounds they make. The closer you are to it, the worse the effects get, to the point those directly in the presence of the entity will just flop down dead instantly. After a set amount of time, or people being killed, it will de-manifest only to randomly reappear somewhere else the next day.
That's not a bad trap monster.
That's not.
That actually is. You know what? That's one of the better ones I think I've heard. And I feel like trap monsters aren't really used all that much. I feel like most traps are kind of everyone uses mold and stuff for spores. This is essentially spores though, but of a different nature. Yeah. You could turn this into a spore trap of sorts, you know. But I like it. I think it's interesting. You could definitely work with it.
The dick sucker.
If there was a dick sucker, we're gonna have to do it. All right, guys, don't judge us.
The dick sucker. It suction cups one of its eggs onto the tip of your dick when you walk in a river.
But that's a thing in Indonesia and stuff, is not them fish that bite onto the end of your dick.
Well, there's leeches and stuff.
No, these are specifically fish that bite.
Go for the penis.
I watched a documentary about this.
Penis?
I'm pretty sure they it's something to do about urine. It's something to do about piss.
Like
They
ammonia?
yeah, there's something about that they love. So they're like, I don't know. I remember I watched this documentary in like 2007. All right, it was really fucked up. It was late at night. It was on.
Were you trying to find porn and you found that?
No, it was on Channel
Dick
5.
sucker,
So it was.
and then it came up.
Yo, do you want to see some like you know what it was? It was. Do you have any of you guys remember the Tree Man?
Yes.
It was in that vein of documentary.
Oh,
do you remember
right,
from
yeah,
like
yeah.
that time period? Because I went through.
I love them documentaries. Though.
Yeah, at the end of the Tree Man, it's like I have a rice paddy. It's like I'm not buying no rice for you. I'm not having your fucking ass touch my fucking rice. Not a chance. The thing is, there's a chance that some
You're
of
gonna
you.
make scab in the middle of your fucking rice.
There's a chance some of you guys might have actually eaten fucking
Tree Man rice?
Tree Man. Maybe some of you Zoomers probably don't remember Tree Man, but it was like a big documentary, and everyone it was big on the internet. Everyone knew about it.
Internet,
You know, go check it out. Watch that documentary, and honestly, it was what was it? It was like a fungus, wasn't it? It was like something from. It got an infection on his foot.
It was something.
And then it spread.
You.
Well, my foot's sorted now, right?
I got a fucking tree trunk. Loop goblin. You get stuck in a time/space loop. Leave the room. You end up back in the room. There's a level 1 goblin. He respawns every 5 minutes to try and kill you. Your fatigue and injury does not reset every 5 minutes. Your life is now figuring out how to get out of this loop before you get so fatigued that even you, a master adventurer, will die to a level 1 goblin with a knife. You and your group slowly go insane from fatigue, dehydration, paranoia, born from a need to be constantly on alert for the next ambush. The goblin doesn't just run out screaming every time. Sometimes he just taunts and fucks with you, or you try and see if you fall asleep.
That's really good. I actually, you know what? That's one of the better ones.
I quite like that.
I really like that idea.
Uh-huh.
It would be horrible to play it. It would get really boring.
One of the responses to that is, I'll just have sex with her, it's fine. I'm sure she'll give me the info to escape after her 10th orgasm.
I mean, okay, if you're gonna do this, make sure they're like really smelly and really ugly. You know what? That's not gonna put anyone.
No,
off.
they're gonna get ripped.
That's gonna happen. You know what? That's not gonna stop a lot of you guys.
Yeah, like come on.
Like I'm just gonna be straight. That's not gonna stop a lot of people. You know what I mean? You can make them as ugly as you want. Like sure. Like so, I'm working on a thing at the minute, Hog World, right? And it's like planet of
Ham beast.
Yeah, ham beast, orc, pigmen, and they're all like American, like think like Dog the Bounty Hunter, like Hulk Hogan type, you know, like kind of methy biker gang vibe.
Yeah.
And all the women are like hyper trashy.
Yeah.
And they've all got like the pig faces and whatnot. And I was saying to one of the artists, and he got really excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, we'll make them really trashy. Yeah." He's probably gonna watch this. It's like, "Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, do you want? Yeah, I'll get to it." It's like, man, I got other stuff. We got other stuff we need to do. It's
But
like,
is that the
no.
one he kept drawing all the goblins?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was him.
I was like, no, look at this one.
No,
It's
no.
like, no, but we need this
No,
done.
but we-
And he's like, no, but what did he say? It's like, no, but we need this done.
Man, I've already paid you for the battle royale. Can you please get me the battle royale? I get you're busy. I get it. Don't worry. Take your time. And then he's like, "Yo, man, do you want to
see my goblin?
Do you want to see more goblins for this one?" It's like this book isn't even. It's nowhere near. We're not going to be able to do it anytime soon. This is just throwing out ideas. We've got like a Google Doc and we've got like some basic ideas thrown out there, but I get it. I get what you want to do. I get it. Okay. Anyway, so like, I think that's where we're gonna have to end right there. What do you guys have any special monsters that you've created or anything that really stands out? See, this to me, it almost feels like an X thread. This has turned into an X thread.
Yeah.
This literally is just an X thread of modern day horror creatures. But I suppose that's what X story times are, aren't they? You know what I mean? So like, is it okay? You know what? Oh, you know what? It actually bet you any money or exists. Someone's made a stat block for fucking Jeff the Killer or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, like what's like the shittiest of, like,
Or what's that one? What's
Slenderman?
what's that one my team says?
Silent.
Hugsy?
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 What's Hugsy?
Is it Hugsy?
What is it?
I don't know. It's this big blue thing and it looks like a monster munch monster. And it's got like teeth and hands and it's in a video game and like all the kids are obsessed with it at the minute. Hugsy. Look it up.
Right, hold on 1 second. Right, I'll get a picture up. Yeah,
He's called Huggy Wuggy.
Huggy Wuggy, and
He's
looks.
from a video game or something?
What is it, like Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't know.
It looks like Five Nights at Freddy's to me.
It definitely looks like something Markiplier would play. What an insult.
You know what? I'm so happy we do what we do, because honestly, I couldn't imagine. See, how like live streaming games. I don't really like live streaming games. I feel like I'm changing my play style, and
plus,
I really wouldn't want to do
talk,
that.
And if I do, it's sheer profanity.
Yeah, and like I couldn't do like video games because
everybody gets called a gypsy.
Yeah, but like
whenever I play COD, it's my one insult.
But like the thing is, like, see, there's so many like trash video. Can you like honestly? You know what? I kind of feel bad. See some of them like Minecraft streamers or like
I know.
Like imagine how
and the fact that they have to keep their energy to a 10.
Imagine like imagine being imagine being like one of those like children's TV ones though. You know what I mean? Like Ninja, he's straight up kids TV to me. Yeah. Like that's what I imagine. I imagine like
what's up, ninjas?
Oh, please make it stop. I don't know how we got there from Spooky Monsters.
I know.
Maybe you know what? The live streamer.
the live streamer.
Do you want to destroy modern society?
Who gets you to watch, but it's actually sissy hypnosis video.
No. You know what? It's gonna be the only way to defeat the streamer is with the legendary. What will I change his name to?
Who?
Samia Hyde.
Samia
Hyde, the streamer. I'm gonna fight you in real life.
I'm gonna fight you in real life.
Morak! I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna peel your skin off. Where like sit.
Oh my god! Honestly, that was the funniest meme ever for a while. Come to think of it, I haven't posted it yet. I'll stitch it in.
Oh, hi James, got a shout out.
No, it wasn't a shout out. I did a super chat.
James spent money, and Sam Hyde answered a question from Neckbeardia.
Well, I was very.
And he was so excited about it. He's like, Sam Hyde answered my question, and I was like, oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did he notice you? Did he say your name? No, he didn't.
No,
the other fella did, but he just answered.
It was his wee, the one that he's like big into crypto.
Yeah.
We meet
the wee one.
Yeah, the one that's no, it's not the wee one. The wee one that's into rap music, and then that's the other wee one that's always on G all the time. he just screams autism and technology board. And you guys know exactly. You've came across those absolute like fucking see people from G, man. They stick out like sore thumb. It's like Linux. Do you want to talk about Linux, man? Do you want to talk about Linux? I'm talking to you about crypto. No, Linux, man. Linux. Montreal. Do you want to talk about Montreal? It's like this video's not about that. Let's just wrap up there. If you guys got any monsters, I'm gonna go with the streamer that comes out of your screen at night.
Yeah.
And he's playing a game, but it's actually your life. Oh, I don't know. That's kind of shit. Not gonna lie. Like that's what we're gonna wrap up. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Check out the models.
It helps us out a lot, definitely. The Kickstarter is in its last phases of it. Hopefully, by the time this video goes up, the formatter has sent me the collections.
Final corrections.
And then it's going in for print.
Straight to print.
But I'm just literally waiting on the formatter for 2 collections, and that's it. So hopefully that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah,
but
hopefully.
I don't know. We'll find out. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And we'll see you next time, yeah?
Yep. Bye.
All those moments will be lost in time.